Alrighty. Let's see if I'm good now. You know? Alrighty, Nani. Knocking down stuff and whatnot. Yes! Alrighty. So, guys, let's enjoy ourselves right now. Peace and greens to you all. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel here in Morocco and northwest of Maxim. Getting all ready and fired up. I still got a couple more slides to do or whatever to finish up my, my presentation or whatever. Lesson plan's complete. Just trying to make sure, it's just looking all presented to the bull and whatnot, So, with that being said, man, if this video lags, man, I might have, I'm just going to get through it. I'm not even bothered. I'm not going to be long on this thing. I'm just going to say what I got to say and get on up out of here. Alrighty? For those that join me, you join me. I know I just kind of just like all of a sudden just, went to Facebook and was like, hey guys, I'm about to go live. And now I'm just live all of a sudden. But it's all good. Alrighty, so I'm going to go briefly in on this. Yes? This is the April 2020 Tropical Midnight Ephemeris for the Eastern time zone. Alrighty. Mother Sahara, peaceful greetings to you, beloved Mother Islam. I still got the window up so I can at least see the chatter when you guys, come in and say a few things. So, alright. So, I trust that I'm just going to get through this or whatever. And, the music's okay in the background, I guess, a little. Or whatever. Till I work out a few other things, you know what I mean? Just upgrade the equipment so you guys can be able to hear me a little bit better and other things better or whatever. But, slowly but surely, making sure everything is astrologically sound, right? However, have you observed, a lot of people don't even know, I'm just going to cut to the chase, right? A lot of us, when we, go and study what is called history, recordings of time past, we'll come across the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed, the 325 AD. Alrighty, and a lot of people observed this past Sunday what is called Easter. What I like to call the Constantinopolitan Niceno Creed 325 AD sanctioning of Easter is going to be the first Sunday after the full moon after the vernal equinox. That's what Easter is. That's it. Okay, my live is over. You guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Anyway. So that's really what it is. That's what it's been the whole time. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you check most of these places, they're called places of worship. They're astrological observatories. Have you observed? That's the question, right? That's what this is called. Have you observed? Have you observed, just take a look right here, right? Let's just take a look at this ephemeris behind me, right? Yeah, kind of get this out the way. That blue is just kind of blended in with the green screen. And, you're gonna move me out of the way in a second. Or do I have to? You guys, look about right here, see? On the 7th of April at 10:36 p.m., the full moon occurred where the moon was at 18 degrees Libra 44 minutes. So that means that the sun was at 18 degrees Aries 44 minutes. And the first Sunday after that was what we observed being April 12th. Looky, Astro Cookie. Right? And now today, as you guys can see, in about an hour and some change, at 18:57 or 6:57 post-meridian Eastern, the last quarter moon will be occurring at, pardon me, that looks like 25 degrees Capricorn, 27 minutes. Right? So that means the sun is at 25 degrees Aries, 27 minutes. When that happens at 6:57 post-meridian Eastern, that's 3:57 post-meridian Pacific. Yeah, right? All right. Greenwich Mean Time, that would actually be 11:57 post-meridian. 3 minutes before midnight, according to Greenwich Mean Time. Shout out to the fam out there near the London Corporation, Camberwell Corporation. Shout out to the fam out there. All right. So yeah, guys, it's going into an ephemeris. So yeah, you see when I'm looking at the phases, the phases and eclipse, phases and eclipse. Well, I'm looking at that. I know when is going to be the first quarter moon. When is it going to be the full moon? Oh, pardon me, going down. When is it going to be the full moon? When is it going to be the last quarter moon? And then the new moon is on the 22nd at 10:26 post meridian. Alrighty, and that will be occurring at 0 degrees, right? Taurus. I'm sorry, 3 degrees Taurus, 24 minutes. Pardon me. Right? That's a 9, right? 3, 2, 4 is like 432, just transposed, right? Hey! What's amazing about that new moon taking place there, right? The exaltation! Moon's exaltation is 3 degrees Taurus. Looky, astro cookie, 24 arc minutes after the exaltation point pertaining to the moon. Look at that! Man, finances. A lot of people are getting used to this, what's going on financially. And, oh, man, businesses are closed. And I got to do banking like this now and all that. But, if you guys go back 84 years and look what happened then. Check the newspaper articles pertaining to 84 years ago when Uranus transited Taurus then. Because Uranus, goes 360 around the zodiac every 84 years. Check the newspaper articles then. Things are a little different now because of where, Saturn and Pluto are. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a easy and smooth transition when it comes to financial adjustment. Sudden changes in finances, right? The new moon being there at 3 degrees is just going to be about, let's look at where Uranus is going to be, right? Where's Uranus going to be on the 22nd? All right, so here's the 22nd. That's a Wednesday, right? This is Pluto. This is Neptune. That's Uranus, right? So we're looking at about... That's the line right there. Let me move on out the way real quick. On the 22nd at midnight... Look at that one more again. Boom, boom, boom. We want to know where Uranus is going to be, right? So on the 22nd, that's Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, 6 degrees, 21 minutes. Right? Here he is. Right here. 6 degrees, 21 minutes is where Uranus is going to be at midnight. Alrighty. During that time. Alrighty. So that's happening at midnight that night. That's where Uranus is going to be. And then 10 hours and 26 minutes later, we're having a new moon. Just shy of a 3 degrees orb. So there's a conjunction there. New moon signifying a new change in finances and how things are financially. Agriculture, a lot of people probably getting their gardens and things done. I think a lot of people have been planting food more this year than ever. Backyards, personal gardens, vertical farms or whatever, things of that nature, growing your greens, microgreens. A lot of that is going on. A lot. A lot of people getting interested in farmers marketing as far as, taking their produce and I guess making finances and trading their produce through farmers market to the public. Yeah, that's what's coming up. Have you observed? Alrighty. want you guys to forget, starting this Sunday, April 19th, 2020, the Astrology 101 workshop with Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey. It's going to be a 5-week course every Sunday until May 17th, 2020, commencing Sunday, April 19th, 2020 at 11:25 a.m. to 4 p.m. Where Zoom conference meeting room, online via the internet. The LMO's and tuition is 27 notes in lieu of lawful money per class. So that's a total of $135 in lieu of lawful money. Via Cash App at the Caduceus symbol, or what you call a $, our Astrology Street. Alright? So come and join me on Zoom. Alrighty? We're taking up to 300 students tops. Alrighty? And going to get through actually showing you guys practical utility with astrological observations. So how do you practically use these things? So Hasan, you just went in and told us about, Uranus being 3 degrees away from the new moon, or new moon being under 3 degrees away from Uranus. What does all that mean? How do we use that? Well, how do you use that, guys, is adjust yourselves and how you are, adjust your financial behaviors, so to speak, right? Adjust how you spend your finances. A lot of people are doing things that I think are new. A lot of people may be getting new land conveyances. A lot of people may be moving to new apartments or moving back with family. A lot of that may be happening. A lot of group economics too, because moon is the people. So Uranus is the group. So moon is the people, Uranus is the group. And that's all happening in Taurus, which deals with agriculture, which deals with finance, family values. Everybody's coming home kind of energy. All right? Even right now, to make an astrological observation here, utilizing Astrolog 6.40. Free download, of course. Astrolog 6.50 is the update. All right? Let me actually take a look over here. 2 seconds so I can capture my mouse while I'm doing this. Alrighty. Yeah! Need better lighting in here too, man. I really try to get this lighting thing so I can make sure the green screen is lit right and the subjects, whatever. I do what I can! Alright? Come on now. Let's get this moving. So I can use my cursor, right? So you guys can actually see what I got going on here. Alrighty, yeah, and that thing's just like boop, 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 because it's going along with this right here, because you guys see that it's actually continuously moving, right? Because this is what's going on in the sky right now. However, from a tropical observation, using the tropical geocentric system, Placidus house system, alrighty. And just if I was to look east from this point, from this area here near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic, it would be looking like the end of Virgo is on the rise, right before Libra appears to rise, right? And again, here is where the new moon is going to happen, in this area, right here. You guys see that? See the sun's right here? Uranus is right here. And on the 22nd, the moon is going to go from right here in Capricorn and make its way all the way here to about 3 degrees, 24 minutes Taurus. It'll be directly conjunct the sun and less than 3 degrees orb in conjunction to Uranus. So the sun, moon, and Uranus conjunction there. A lot of sudden changes in, family values, people's egos. There's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of change of heart. A lot of people are going to be I see a lot of group. That is group economics. Like that, like if there was a theme for that sun, moon, Uranus conjunction in Taurus, I'm going to say group, economics. Group house management. Seriously, that's really what it is. And it's for the sake of the babies. It's for the children. It's for our posterity. Constitutionally speaking, preamble style, you know? So, with that even being said, pardon me, just trying to minimize the blue and green. So, and then just currently, even right now, it's just even the area in which I'm speaking on, it's right now, those things are in the 8th house. The sun and Uranus are currently now in the 8th house. 8th house deals with inheritances, alrighty? So, it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a lot of things for the future. I think things that take place, this new moon coming on the 22nd, I think you guys want to keep a diary definitely for the next 7 years and just kind of observe what happens according to that theme and family values and inheriting things and sharing those values, and the group economics thereof, you know what I mean? Uranus has got about another 6 years or so in Taurus, I would say, So, what's ruling all of that is this Venus here in Gemini. So Venus is going to be pertaining to the qualities pertaining to the Sun, Moon, and Uranus. Venus will be disposing those qualities. So being in Gemini, Venus is going to make sure that it's communicating those family values. So Venus is, all about, the wealth, the family wealth, the values, and it being there in Gemini, and you got that, Uranian energy there with the new moon, and the moon is exalted in Taurus, so it's doing great there. It's held up on high there, even though it's not home, just 60 degrees away from its home, which is Cancer. Well, really, 57 degrees away, technically speaking, from the threshold between Gemini and Cancer, but roughly 60 degrees away. So Venus is definitely there, is definitely all about communicating that value. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of talk about family reunions, actual family reunions. Like, that's going to be huge this year. Oh my God, if people aren't in the middle of family reunions, people are planning the shit out of them right now. Pardon my French, not. I'm serious. People are going to be seriously planning family reunions. Just looking at this, even speaking of even just looking at where the moon is right now, the moon is actually transiting currently the 4th house with Pluto and Jupiter, so like expanding the transformations in the home structure. Like I'm literally speaking on that. And in speaking, here's, Mercury about to set, right? So I'm setting the communication, right? Relating it to the heads. That's Aries right here in the household, right? Relations is 7th house. Communication is Mercury. The heads, Aries, right? So, very unique observation. I'm just enjoying this, just observing it. However, like I said, I'm not going to be long, right? Again, guys, I want you to join me, right? Join me every Sunday until May 17th, 2020, commencing this Sunday, coming Sunday, which is one cycle after Easter, April 19th, 2020 at 11:25 a.m. to 4 p.m., where the Zoom conference meeting room, online via the internet. Eleemosynary tuition for your 5-week course is 27 notes in lieu of lawful money per week. That's a total pertaining to 135 notes in lieu of lawful money via Cash App. That's the Caduceus symbol, or what you call a $sign. Our Astrology Street. And we'd like to see you guys there. Reserve your seat now. Call 443-376-8764 or email myastrologystreet@gmail.com. Student seat reservation, only 300 seats available. First come, first serve. Right? Alrighty now. So, looking back at this ephemeris, right? I know guys like, where's the weather report? Well, look guys, let me just tell you, like right behind me, if you guys look right behind me, right, in red where the telescope is pointing from our little Moorish American there, right? 7:48 p.m. tonight. Spend nothing. Make no transactions prior to, make all transactions prior to 7:48 or 1948. 7:48 post-meridian Eastern today, for the moon will be making its last aspect at that time, conjunct Jupiter, which is where it is now. Remember, we made that observation here. Pardon me. This is hilarious. Where did my babies go? Two seconds, y'all. Alrighty now. Well, I can still read them here. So the moon's at 24 degrees Capricorn, 41 minutes. Jupiter 25 degrees Capricorn, 53 minutes. So it's less than 2 minutes, well, less than 2 degrees arc. 1 degree, 12 minutes arc. To be exact. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get this chart right. Give me 2 seconds. Yep. This is interesting. Globe, right? Mat, right? Alright. Chart sphere. Alright, that's what I thought, right? Are there any questions? Let's see who's in the chat, actually. Goodness gracious. Peaceful greetings to you all. Hey, brother Shakur, peaceful greetings. Not Zoom family reunions. Bro, you're hilarious. Hey, that might, who knows, man. You know, I remember when we were younger, people weren't, you know, they were kind of dreading the whole computer communication things, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, you know what I mean? However, let's try this one more time. Y'all give me a second. Let me bring this back up for you guys. Give me one moment. Let's do this one more again. And this way you guys can see me just kind of set this up real quick, like get it going. Eastern, right? Right. Just going. 39. 17. The Baltimore Corporation is where I'm near. Maryland State Republic. Alright. Peaceful greetings, Mother Tamara Islam. All is well. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm about to actually wrap up. But I think I pressed a button. It don't matter to me. It's all good. I'm about to wrap up. I was just letting everybody know to make sure they come on in for class Sunday. But like I said, I'm about to actually close out in a couple of seconds, actually. All right. This line. Peace and love. Yep. That's true. Alrighty. So, let's get this back up here for you guys. Boom, right? And again, making this observation here. This is where the moon is making its last movement. So you check this out here, right? And I said the moon will be void of course. Alrighty. See if I can move me over. So the moon goes void of course. 7:48. That's right. I say 7. Okay. Pardon me. 1948, which is equivalent to 7:48 post meridian Eastern, making its last alrighty aspect, which is a conjunction to Jupiter. Alrighty. And it's going to be void of course, as you guys can see. Alrighty. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 48 is 8 hours, right? Did I do that right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 1, 2, 3. That's 8 hours, but it's really 7 hours and 50 minutes because it doesn't make it to 48. It's only 3:38 a.m. So for 7 hours and 50 minutes, the moon will be void of course, which means it will not be aspecting because it's made its last aspect conjunction to Jupiter. Alrighty. And it's made that last aspect, and it won't be aspecting anything else until it enters Aquarius tomorrow at 3:38 anti-meridian Eastern. So 3 hours and 38 minutes after midnight, which is 7 hours and 50 minutes from the time that it made its last aspect to Jupiter while it was in Capricorn, alrighty? So make no transactions between those hours. So get all your transactions in before 7:48 post-meridian Eastern this evening, alrighty? When you transact for your eleemosynary tuition, you will receive a receipt that I received it. You will receive your natal chart, provided that you paid attention to the instructions and read the instructions, sending your natal time, natal date, and natal location. If you do not know your natal time, there was 9 notes extra in lieu of lawful money to have a rectification session with me, alrighty? Do a birth chart rectification session. It'll be very brief. I ask a few tough questions, and we do our best to rectify the chart based on how you answer the questions and use that as the time based on certain qualities, certain things that I will do and utilize in birth chart rectification, genetically figure rectification. Alrighty. So, take a 10, you. With that being said, I would like everybody to have everything in on Wednesday at the latest, but I already know it's going to be a lot of people coming in as late as Saturday, so I'm prepared for that. However, be considerate that I have to send you receipt, screenshot that I received the notification through the Cash App, or Western Union if that's your choice if you're across the pond. People on other continents other than North America, because that's what's been successful. What else? So with that being said, send the receipts in your chart, and you get the 2 study sheets, the most important study sheets you'll ever have in your life. And you'll get those 4 documentations. Most people have gotten that have transacted already, and I look forward to seeing you guys in class. Alrighty. As you guys can see, on the 19th, right? If you guys pardon me, let me just do this here. The sun ingresses, right? Planetary ingressing, right? The sun ingresses Taurus on the 19th. That's the same day, right? When When 25 plus 15 is what? Just 40 minutes. 40 minutes after the sun enters Taurus, we're starting class. Woo! Imagine looking at that chart, right? That chart was amazing too to see. It's like, it's gonna be good to have class at that time. I want to purposely start it there, and then at 11:25, all of the planets and points are above the horizon. I'm just like, yes, and let's have some fun. It's nothing hidden. It's nothing setting just yet, right? So, any questions? Let me go back to the chat over here. YouTube chatting, and not Zoom family reunions. Oh yeah, that was Mother Sahara that said that. Okay, dig. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna wrap up. It's been about 30 minutes, 39 seconds. I'm gonna wrap on up. Alrighty. Take a look at this thing, see how it goes. Again, guys, I look forward to seeing you. And if you come late, you missed the first one or whatever, like I said, the classes are gonna be recorded so you can catch up. Alrighty? You can catch up if you miss a class or whatever, or you gotta catch class later. And I know people that have transacted for class that you're just not gonna be there. You transacted just so that you can be able to access the actual archives. So you're amazing. I appreciate you. Alrighty? So again, for the third time and the last time before I get on out of here, right? Again, Astrology 101 workshop with Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey every Sunday until May 17, 2020, commencing when? Sunday, April 19th, 2020 at 11:25 anti-meridian Eastern until 4 post-meridian Eastern. Where? Zoom conference meeting room, online via the internet. For the Elemosinary tuition, 27 notes in lieu of lawful money for each week. So it's 27 notes per week in lieu of lawful money. That's a total pertaining to 135 notes in lieu of lawful money for your complete Elemosinary tuition. For your Astrology 101 workshop, transacted via Cash App. That's Caduceus symbol, or what you call a $, our Astrology Street. Reserve your seat now. Call 443-376-8764 or email myastrologystreet@gmail.com. Student seat reservations, only 300 seats available. It's about a couple hundred left now. But I know some of y'all definitely showing up. However, first come, first serve. Alrighty. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming and kick it with me. You guys are so awesome, and keep your eye on those slices of pie in the sky, right? Houses, divisions. Thought it was really cool when I heard an astrologer say that. I look at the houses like slices of heaven. I was like, yo, that's pretty cool, yo. That's pretty cool that you look at it like that, right? So, with that being said, I love you all. I yield the floor. I look forward to seeing you Sunday. And for those of you that want to get your readings done, remember, just give me a call, 443-376-8764. You can also reach me not only at myastrologystreet@gmail.com, but at 7hillstar@gmail.com. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love.